AI assistance, hype or high conversion? So let's talk about something that's got a lot of people excited and maybe just as many people confused, and it's AI assistance. Now, depending upon who you ask, it's either going to replace all of your work or it's just another shiny object, right? So, and as someone that works with literally thousands of loan officers, here's what I can tell you. What AI isn't, it's not a magic wand, but it can be a game changer though, if you use it the right way. So let's walk through four different things. Number one, what types of AI tools loan officers are actually using, right? The ones that's actually getting good work from it. Number two, where are they helping with conversions? Number three, where are they failing? And number four, how to stay in control while automating smartly. So first of all, what AI tools are being used? So I'm seeing a few key ones kind of popping up. So AI phone assistants, uh, these answer calls, like my favorite is like they answer the call after the third ring or after hours, like on weekends, things like that. These AI assistants answer the phone. And gosh, they're doing a really good job. I'm going to do on the upcoming episode, I'm going to have the guy that set mine up. I'm going to interview him and we'll do a little demo. It's pretty darn impressive. And so these things, they can answer your call after the third ring, and they can schedule appointments. They can answer frequently asked questions, and they can even send follow-up text. It's pretty impressive. So number one, AI phone assistants. Number two, I'm seeing like built into the CRMs, like my dear friend Chris Johnstone with Loan Officer CRM.ai. His does these AI text follow-ups. And man, those have been seem like they're working out really well, and they're great for like speed to lead when a borrower or prospect fills out a form or contact you kind of thing. And so the speed to lead, which that just means like once you get a lead, how fast you respond back to them. These AI things have really, really, really helped out with that. Number three, AI video and voice messaging tools. So those seem like they work out pretty good too. And that's where, like you record once, and then the AI machine personalizes it with their name, sends out via email, sends out text. So the AI video is it's pretty good. So the original video is you, but then the AI just inserts in their name into the conversation when you send these videos out. And then number four, where I'm probably seeing most of it, is AI social media content creating. So, I see a lot of loan officers using AI to draft like social post or create, quote graphics or write short videos. And I'll talk about this more in a little bit. I mean, it works sort of, but only if it sounds like you. And we'll talk about that more here in just a minute. So, all right, so that's the areas that I'm seeing them used: AI phone assistants, AI text and CRM follow-ups, AI video, and AI social media content creators or blog creation, things like that. Now, where I see AI is actually helping, like where I'm seeing the AI is really moving the needles for loan officers is number one, the speed to lead thing. Boy, that's a big one. I'm telling you, that's a big one. And we all know this stat because I've said it 100 times here. 79% of all borrowers go with the first loan officer they speak with. And so, the thing I found out with AI, it doesn't take a nap, it doesn't get distracted, and it responds in seconds. And I'm going to tell you, that's a massive edge when a lead comes in on a Saturday afternoon or a Sunday afternoon, or if you're busy and sitting hitting your voicemail. Uh, Having somebody hit your voicemail is just a kiss of death. Like it's just not the thing to do. You've got to figure out a way to stop that. And I find that these AI answering services, the speed to lead thing is a big one. Number two, where AI is moving the needle is so number one, speed to lead. Number two, consistency of follow up. I got this thing that my AI does what I would do if I could count on me, right? And I kind of say that tongue in cheek, but not really. I mean, let's get honest here. Humans, we get tired of sending the same text and the same messages over and over and over, and AI doesn't get tired of it, right? It doesn't get tired. So AI can nurture the leads until we can step in and take over. It can nurture the leads that otherwise might have gone cold. And so it helps you stay top of mind, frankly, without lifting a finger. So I find that works really well. So the speed to lead helps with that. Consistency of follow-up certainly helps with that. And then this new thing that I'm really seeing is appointment setting. And so I'm seeing loan officers over in the in my organization. Some of the loan officers using AI to like qualify the leads and book them straight into the calendar. It's pretty darn impressive. And what's happening is they get up in the morning and they've got booked calls that they didn't even know came in. They got appointments on their calendar that they didn't, they've never even spoken to yet. And the best part of this is the loan officer still stays in control. And so you decide when AI jumps in and when you take over. Because remember, for me, the sole purpose of AI for me is to help you have more conversations, right? Because having conversations is where we win. A couple areas that I'm saying, like, I don't know, I always like to stay on a positive note here, but areas maybe where AI fails and costs you business. So, again, AI, it's not all sunshine, right? It's not all sunshine and closing, so to speak. So, so here's a couple areas where AI doesn't work, or at least not yet, right? And as I'm recording this. So number one, when it feels robotic or impersonal. So if your messages sound like a chat bot, boy, you're going backwards. Number two, when there's no human handoff. So again, the whole idea of the AI is to give you a handoff of a warm referral. So AI should, warm up the lead and then hand it off to you, and you're the one that's having the conversation. If it keeps trying to like close a deal, it starts to feel a little bit weird. Maybe some of y'all have, gotten on somebody's drip campaign where you can tell it's AI and it's trying to close you. I don't know. It can it just sounds kind of weird. I can smell those like a mile away. Another area, the third area where I see the AI is not working real well is when it replaces connection. And what I mean by that is how do I say this? You can't outsource empathy, right? So you still have to show up, be present, and build trust. And so it does not replace the connectivity, or it doesn't replace the connection with you. It hands off that connection to you so that you've got somebody that's already somewhat warmed up. Hey there. Hey, if you're loving the tips so far, be sure to hit that subscribe button right down there and then tap the little bell so that you never miss out on more free cool tips coming your way. Also, I would love to hear from you. Drop a comment beneath there. Let me know what you think or tell me what you'd like to hear next. So, all right, Carl, what's the right way to use the AI? So here's my take. Use AI to do those things that how do I say this that you shouldn't be doing. Like if you're doing some things like, I could have an assistant do that, have AI help you with that stuff, right? So it's a stuff that maybe needs to be done, but maybe not by you, right? Because your primary use of your time, again, is having conversations. And so you can have AI focus on the things that you could have an assistant doing, and you want to focus your efforts on those things, and it's very few things, those very few things that only you can do. Which for me, it'd be like selling the deal, selling the program. Yeah. So you can let AI, um, answer, and we already kind of said this. You can let AI answer calls after hours, book appointments. Um, Another area, and we talked about this a little bit, is I'm not really huge on all this content creation that I hear a lot of buzz about. And, I suppose it's okay, but if you like look at your last 10 loans and whether that's, last week, last month, or the last 5 years combined, look at your last 10 loans. How many of those came in because you wrote an article, right? I can tell you for me and my team, I don't think any. and we close hundreds and hundreds each month. I don't think any came in that way, right? And so this content creation, we all sound like Hemingway, and some of it's pretty good stuff, but I don't know that it's actually bringing in deals. It makes me feel important. And well, Carl, I got 336 likes, and 15 forwards. Yeah, but how many loans did you close from it? Of your last 10, how many did you close? And we have to be careful. A fault I see, or a trap that I see a lot of people fall into, is they'd rather be famous than rich. They'd rather be famous and rich. And yes, you got to be careful about that. So, so my take on this is let AI answer calls after hours, maybe help book appointments for some inbound leads that's coming in again after hours. On the content creation, I suppose there's nothing wrong with it per se. Just make sure it's actually, well, but it's not, just like if you're deciding to do that, just how many of your last 10 came in that way? And frankly, if you say, well, Carl, a lot of mine came in that way, awesome. Then use AI to help you do that. If you're like me and you go, well, gosh, not really any, well, that's probably likely to continue whether you're writing it or whether AI is writing it. So for you, while AI is focusing on that stuff, I want you to focus on like building the relationship, asking the deep questions, presenting the loan options and closing the deal. I had somebody ask me earlier today, say, Carl, what's your favorite AI tool right now? And this is a moving target, and it's moving in a really fascinating, interesting direction. I would say if I had to pick one, boy, the AI phone answering assistant that answers after like the third ring with a friendly, helpful voice, boy, that's gonna be hard to be beat. That's really impressive. Like not hitting voicemail and having somebody say somebody, but having this AI instrument actually answer the phone and have a conversation. And it's not quoting rates, right? Again, I'll have my guy that set mine up. I'll do a podcast episode with him, but it's like it's not going to answer rates and it's not going to say, all right, well, you're approved or anything like that. It's having a verbal conversation. I'm telling you, it sounds like a person, but having a verbal conversation with that inbound lead, to book them on the calendar, or it'll email or text them a loan application and get them on my on your calendar. So it's pretty impressive. And so when it answers a phone, not only does it have like, gosh, it seems like a real conversation with them. It can answer common non-licensed questions. Let's just say it that way. Books an appointment on your calendar and then notifies you in real time that you got an appointment. I mean, that's a real serious edge of the loan officer who lets it go to voicemail and then calls back like 4 hours later or the next morning kind of thing. So, all right, let me just wrap this up. So AI isn't about replacing you. It's about like freeing you up to be more of you, right? More present, more consistent, more powerful. And the clone officers, I like the loan officers who's closing more deals right now. They're not better salespeople. They're just using better systems. They rely on discipline and not motivation. They have these tools that run 24/7 so that we don't have to. And yeah, it's not so much into, hey, look at this cool picture that it makes. I don't know if anybody actually ever got a loan from me because of some cool picture or something, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. Again, it's entertaining, right? It's fun seeing a picture of, some AI picture of me that puts me in a funny situation or, makes me look, I don't know, like a superhero or whatever, right? It's all fun, right? There's nothing wrong with that, but that doesn't make me money. So I think that's fine. Like if I'm after hours, if I'm, instead of watching TV or something, if I want to play around with that stuff, I mean, it's like doing the crossword puzzle. I enjoy doing it. It just doesn't make me money. And I can't fool myself during my business hours when I'm, in charge of bringing in referrals and leads, that actually go to closing, and I'm playing around on an AI instrument. So I'm all in on the AI. You just got to make sure you're doing it make sure you're doing it for the right stuff. So yeah, and once you get this stuff working on the right stuff, man, when you get that part right, you'll outpace everyone that's not doing those things. So. Anyway, I think that's about what I had on my mind here. So hope you found this useful. Yeah, I think that's it. So gosh, gotta have a call to action. Hey, I got one for you. You want to see the day in the life of a top producing loan officer? Like, what do they do? Like, from the time they wake up to the time, when they go home, what does that day look like? When do they prospect and do the updates, and when do they check their emails, and when do they do meetings, and when do they do the social media and all these other things? If you want us to walk you through that, we'll walk you through it. And I got a little cheat sheet, like a little calendar thing that I'll give to you. So if you just go to getmoreloans.com, getmoreloans.com, my ethical bribe for having an opportunity to talk to you is I'll give you this little cheat sheet of the perfect day. So the perfect day for a top producing loan officer. I'll give you a copy of this thing. And boy, you put this on your wall and you follow that schedule, man, it's game over. I'm just telling you that moves the needle. That moves the needle. So getmoreloans.com. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. It's an absolute honor to spend this time with you a couple times a week. I really enjoy doing these, and I thoroughly enjoy reading the very kind reviews that you find ladies and men in the mortgage world have left over the years. So I really, really, really appreciate it. So, all right. Thanks again. We'll talk to you when you call in, and we'll see you on the next episode of Loan Officer Freedom. Bye bye.